All right, we are live streaming now. Give us a couple of minutes and we'll be able to put the address on the website. And then we will start the rituals for this evening, Tuesday, May 29th, 2018, under the full moon. Are you able to find the stream?
No. I keep reloading the page on the camera. It should come up.
All right, let's forget about it then. We're going to start we're just going to show it as a recording later. We're going to start the video now. Come over here. You're going to set this up so it's correct, please. And that's what are you? Try not to show too much. Not too much of it. I'll show you.
We're trying the TV.
Showing my bed. Show the fireplace.
Oh wait, you turned it around.
Stop it.
There. Now I just need to say it.
Okay, it's May 29th, Tuesday evening. We're going to set the camera up and then do the rituals. Set it somewhere down where it can just show me. You don't have to hold it the whole time. I have a member of the Grandma Rosa Dream Team here with me tonight. He's helping me. Just give us 1 second and we'll have this ready. Sorry, we're still learning how to live stream.
That would be a good spot, but it won't stay there. But I need... Do you have some... I need to get some tape.
Can you put it on the top of the computer the way we did last time and just swivel the head? Okay? All right, swivel the entire computer there.
No, but it's kind of diagonal. Yeah.
Well, it's not straight up and down? It's not straight up and down. You can't do it that way.
I know.
All right, well, where's the...
It has to be a No.
All right, stop it.
Oh, yeah.
All right. All you gotta do is swivel the head so that it's correct. Okay. Let me go down.
Yes, I need to aim it more down.
Here's my headphones.
Wait, what happened? Let me go back to that. Okay, sure.
I told you to show the foot.
I am told the package is right there.
It's not there.
Yeah,
Nico, look at it.
because you just moved
No,
it.
stop it. Just stop it. Why don't you try to turn the light off over there? All right, folks, we're live streaming now. Okay. Oh, you better turn that back on. Point it toward the window. Okay. That's the best we can do. It's a little bit light still. I prefer it slightly darker. I normally do it very dark, and I use the headlamp to read. In order to live stream and have you see anything at all, we need to have some light. I have my assistant with me. I want you to put a blanket over the light, see if we can reduce the light, please. Yes. Just we want to reduce, not eliminate the light, please. That's better. 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 Okay, that's enough. Perfect. That's perfect. Leave it like that. Great. Let me look for another headlamp. Maybe this one's better. Okay. Tuesday night, May 29th, 2018. This is our ritual. We have a few buyers this month of specific spells that I will get to. We also have several new customers of all kinds since April 30th, the last ritual, so they've promised to be in the ritual area. We also have people that are roaming through the internet asking to be included in the free ritual, and that's these games. And then we have many great customers and ritual buyers from the past, and we always include them in the spell circle, just as we promised. Now, the first thing I always do is I have several things I read to myself. Have you found the live stream yet? You have. Okay. I really want to put the live stream address on my website in case anybody's trying to see it. Are you? Can you email me that address? Let me know when the email is gone through, and I'll get up and add it. Before we start, I'll put it on the website. That way, if anybody's really looking tonight, they can find the YouTube video on the website and they can go and watch this live stream. Otherwise, anybody watching this will have watched it as a recording for tonight. The very first thing I like to do is I set up my ritual area. We have the stones, the saints, Mother Cabrini and Saint Martin. We have the angels. Of course, I have my herbs. I've got my candle, my oil. I've got the carving in the candle, and so forth. I will start the ritual in a second. I'm just waiting to get the address. Can you copy it and put it in an email and mail it to me?
Your email is smoothroll.
Hotmail.com.
Okay, yeah. I'm going to send it to you.
All right, my assistant, a member of the dream team, is sending it. I'll put it on the website and then we'll start. Is it sent?
Yeah.
Just give me 1 second, folks. Very good. I do see it. Oh my God in heaven. Okay, I want you to turn yours off now, please. It creates that feedback. Pardon? I tell you what, hold on 1 second. Just hold on 1 second. Once you determine that the shot is good, I'm going to turn it off. Okay, that's it. You can turn yours off, please, because it creates feedback. Did you hear? Are you hearing me okay over the Gregorian chant?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right. Very good. All right, folks. We're starting now. Full moon, May 29th, 2018. The first start is I read things to myself that help me be a better person in terms of creating spiritual products, spiritual services, and spiritual guidance to help others. These are the things I read to myself at least once a month. I have the power I want to give power to all the people to make people more effective in their spiritual work. That is my calling, that is my business, helping people to be more effective in their work and in their lives. I'm always explaining to people that they have the concept of God inside of them. Listen to God, listen to your little voice. This is the first time I've ever recorded this part of it, and to be honest with you, I like kind of doing it without recording it because I need to remind myself of the lessons. I wish for you as I wish for myself. What you want now or something better to come true. I do for you as I do for myself. My realization in my spiritual mind treatment is that I am ever improving my ability to provide spiritual contribution to others. I would like myself and all my customer friends to be connected with their divine source. May you use your power, your life source, in a manner that is effective and guided by goodness. I have a problem with dumping stress, so I always want to remind myself to not dump my stress on other people. Focus on calmly solving problems. I try to remind myself to always strive for my highest and best good. And to feed on my past successes. I'm looking over some of my past successes and areas that I've learned and adapted to and grown in. And I want to use this past growth as a kind of confidence and catalyst to grow my future goals. And right now I have some pretty heavy future goals in terms of the Grandma Rosa Company growing and growing, being able to give customers more and more benefit, reforming in certain ways. These live streaming of the rituals is one way of our reform. And also, I have to move the business to a new location, and that's showing itself to be very challenging. So I have my own challenges, my own goals that I take the exact same principles that we apply to everybody in our full moon rituals, and I try to apply them to myself as well. I remind myself that I am a reflection of the people I am around the most. So when you're not growing, you should try to change your environment. I should try to change my environment. Just in the same manner, I encourage all my customer friends to change who they're in common contact with. If they're stuck in their growth, I have to do the same thing in my world. I remind myself, because I do have a problem personally with regret, and I remind myself, I look back for lessons, I look back in life for lessons, I look forward in life for success. And I believe that I can make the Grandma Rosa Company a success and reform it in a way that there are some reforms that are needed. And I'm doing that. I say to my customer friends, as I say to myself, always try to be guided by knowledge, in other words, keep learning, by goodness, have good intentions, and by courage, to do the scary thing, do the intimidating thing, do the thing that you might not want to do. But it will propel you in a direction where you're meeting the right people and growing. And again, one of the things that I've learned in my life is to become like the people you associate with the most. remind myself that in doubt, when not sure, well, when I'm not sure, I don't do anything, to be honest with you. But when I'm a little bit more leaning toward doing something, analyze what's the worst that can happen. If it's not bad, then choose yes. Choose expansion. Choose growth. Accept, adapt, and reform. That's kind of a reminder of what I'm going through right now. Together, you and I, we are learning to educate, empower, and bolster our spirit. All of us are. So we can all grow into someone that is better able to attract and get what they desire. It's true for you, it's true for me. Again, I always want to help educate people, empower people, and bolster everyone's spirit to grow into something better. The more I can help you grow, the more I grow. All right. I'm going to light the candle now. I want to talk to you about the steps of the ritual. I want to talk to you about the ritual. Again, I've got angels here on my ritual area. I've got saints, St. Martin, Mother Cabrini. St. Martin was the first African-American saint in the Catholic Church. Mother Cabrini was a great woman who built something like 67 orphanages in her time. I happen to be a single man who adopted a boy from an orphanage. That's obviously going to be something that resonates with me, a woman that cared for orphans. We've got the stones creating the circle, the inner circle, and then we've got the outer circle, which is all the ritual buyers and former customers. I've got an example of the ritual right here. I created the rituals. They're based on Ernest Holmes' Spiritual Mind Treatment from the religious science. There are 5 basic steps to our ritual this evening and to every full moon. We recognize that God is the creator, the divine creator of everything, from the clouds to a bird, to animals to a plant. Everything is God's work and everything is of God. Number 2, we understand that we personally are unified with God and with everything else and with everyone else because we are all of God. We are all of God. The Creator is always in the creation, so God is in everything. And therefore, we are connected to each other because we are all of God and we all have God in us. We declare that the purpose of this ritual is a good purpose. It is the type of goal God wants us to have. It feels in harmony with God. And we are connecting with the divine to develop ourselves in the right way. The 4th step is what we call gratification. The steps are recognition, unification, realization. We're on gratification now. We thank God for all our blessings, including the most important blessing of all our life. And the 5th step is the release. And that is where I take the herbs everybody has some herbs thrown down for them. And I take them and I release them to the universe outside with the idea of just as the farmer has planted the seed and now will let the universe provide sunshine and rain. We are planting a seed in the minds of all of our customers, friends, and into the universe for helping all of us grow. Tonight's realization, as every night's realization is, that we can all grow in the way we want to. We can attract new friends who stimulate and are interesting and help us just by the nature of being around them, help us grow in the right way. We can shift our thinking to spot new opportunities and new possibilities and new blessings. We want to always have the feeling that we're moving in the direction of realizing our goals or something better. There are blessings in disguise. I want to do everything I can to support people's spirit. Just knowing that all these folks, just knowing they're involved in a ritual tonight, that their name is right here in the ritual circle, I know that it gives them a boost. I know when you're struggling, just knowing that we're lighting a candle for you every day at the Grandma Rosa Dreamstone Gallery and putting your name in our blessing bowl, or lighting a candle over the bowl, I should say, and your name. Just knowing that, just knowing I'm including you in on the full moon rituals, I know gives people who are struggling, who maybe are alone, dealing with their problems, it gives people a kind of support, a moral support, a spiritual support. And when you have that kind of support, it can really be the difference between getting over a hump and moving on to a better situation, a better life, a better time, and just getting stuck in a kind of rut of depression. We're trying to do everything we can to transform your life and help you manifest good things in your life. I believe in you. I believe in myself. I believe in everyone, all our customer friends. I believe in you. I know you've been through a lot of hard times. I'm on the phone with you all day long. I know everybody's been through hard times. And I know you've gotten through them. And I know you'll get through whatever it is that you're dealing with today. Okay? 3 steps in performing, 3 rules in performing rituals. Remember, all ritual buyers do get these instructions, but this is for people who are either watching the live stream or watching the recording on another day to know exactly what we are doing. The first step is, as we always say to you, trust your instincts. Listen to your little voice. If the instructions are slightly different than the way you want to do it, don't worry about it. Do it the way you want to do it. As a matter of fact, I deviate a little from the instructions in the way I do rituals. I light the candle now, for example. The instructions that comes later. I do the carving of the candle off camera before I even start. And I set this all up before off camera too. You should never, number 2 rule, you should never ever try to hold people down, hurt them, restrict them, anything else. Let's say you love somebody and that person is involved in another relationship. You want to hope, you never want to hurt the person, your rival. You don't want to hurt your rival. You want to do a ritual that helps you grow into someone that's maybe more suitable for this partnership than your rival. And you want your rival to grow in a way where they find a more suitable partnership. You always want to do rituals in a way where everybody ultimately has the best fit for themselves. You do not want to do anything that hurts somebody or hopes ill will. You just want them to grow in a different direction that's right for them, and so forth. As I've said once before, always be open to what you ask for or something better coming along. Be open to blessings in disguise. I hope that I attract this woman. I hope that her present boyfriend grows away from her and finds somebody more suitable. Or I hope that I attract somebody better in terms of more suitable for me. Be open to that. Be open to what you hope for or something better. The best time of day to do the spell is when you are undisturbed. As you know, I like to listen to Gregorian chants. I've got them on now. That's old Catholic monk spiritual music. I also like New Age music. There's no rules on that. You do whatever you feel. Normally, I wouldn't be doing the spells right now. I do them later in the night. But because we're live streaming, I kind of have to do them at a time where I'm live. We'll have people watching. So I'm doing them. I have a compromise from that. What I used to do, I know every full moon is I'd come home from work, I'd eat, I'd nap for a while, I'd wake up. It could be midnight, it could be 1, it could be 2 in the morning. And that's when I would do them, when I felt my strongest. The point I'm making is there's no right and there's no wrong. You trust your instincts and the best time to do them. The best place to do them is when you're undisturbed, or where you're undisturbed. You don't want people walking around you and so on and so forth. Okay, let's get down to the steps now. The steps in doing the spell. Again, these sheets always come with any spell buyer. You get the information, and you can buy the materials if you want. Most people I find want me to do the ritual and include them in on this. I insist they at least read the instructions because I believe that you're a bigger and better person for at least learning what we do instead of just paying and blindly hoping. The best is if you do them yourself along with us. And again, I understand a lot of people don't want to do that. I'm not going to force them. It's available to you, but at least read my instructions. And that's why we give you free gifts, and that's why we give you instructions. In addition to doing this work, you relax. Once you feel strong and good, you open your bag. You have your ritual tools. You put the stones in a circle. We call that your immediate circle. All your spell work takes place inside your immediate circle. You think about the recognition, where we recognize that God is the creator. You think about the unification, that God is in everything, and that we are all of God, so we're all unified. You carve into your candle your hopes, your dreams. I have spiritual power for all. That's what I've carved this evening. I put oil on it. I also put oil on my forehead in the form of a cross. I've already done these steps. You make sure that your goals are in harmony with God. I'm certain that God is okay with me doing rituals for all recent buyers of any Grandma Rosa products, doing rituals for specific spell buyers, and doing rituals for past customers. I'm sure God is fine with me doing anything and everything I can to bolster people's spirits, to make them stronger, and support them in their good goals. So you want to make sure that your goals are good goals. They're in harmony with God. In the instructions, I've got a lot of details on how you feel, whether or not they're in harmony with God. I'm not going to read them all tonight. Again, all spell buyers can read that. The next step is to remove any blocks. I personally don't feel any blocks about helping people. Maybe I've got blocks. I don't want to act like I don't. I'm sure I can be more creative. I'm sure I can come up with new ideas. I'm always trying to come up with new ideas. This involves taking parchment paper and writing down things that might be blocking me from growing. That's something maybe I want to do in private, doing my own spiritual work for strictly myself. In terms of this evening, doing full moon work for all the customer friends, I do not feel any blocks whatsoever or any kind of hesitation in being completely happy and in completely harmony with God and with reality, in telling people we're including them in on this, and in doing this, and having them get a lift and a positive energy from it. We all want to grow ourselves, and I want to grow you and develop you in an exciting way that feels in harmony with the divine. Again, we put out the saint photos already. We talked about the saints. That's the next step. All right, now we're connecting with a good power. We're feeling very good. And now we're getting into realization. Realization is the declaration of the ritual, of the purpose. We know that the purpose is a good purpose. Speaking personally for everybody here, Our goal here is to help everybody bolster their spirit, be stronger, shift your thinking so that you see new possibilities and new opportunities where there were none. Meet new people. Again, that will lead to new possibilities and new opportunities and whole new ways of looking at the world that gets you out of your rut. Be opening to that or be open to something better. I know that you can all grow. I know that you can all shift your thinking. I know that you can all have your life improved. I do everything I can to ask God to give you guidance and give you advice through your small voice, your little voice inside of you. Everything I can to hope and pray and wish and help you create and manifest blessings into your life. On behalf of the saints, the angels, the divine, all that is holy, I know that together we can better your life and shift your way of thinking. And I know that you've been through a lot and you will get through this too. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe in all my customer friends. All right. We sprinkle the herbs onto the saints and angels. Eventually we will, when we get to the release at the end, we release the herbs to the universe. And we'll get into that later. All right, now it's time for me to do rituals, include each person's who purchased individual rituals for themselves only. It's time for me to do the rituals for them. I have a confidentiality issue because I do each one of these buyers of personalized rituals. I say their name, I say their town, I say the ritual that they desire. I cannot have that go over the air, of course. It's a violation of their confidence. So I'm going to kind of just do it quietly. But that's what I'm going to be doing for about the next 10 minutes here. Okay, you can rest assured when you buy a ritual, you get the same treatment. The individual attention, the herbs, and the realization that you asked for. And just to let you know, these are the people that bought since the last full moon, and we're doing their personal rituals for them now. They then get put into with other previous buyers, and I include them in on future rituals. They don't know that, but when you buy a personalized ritual, your name, we do the personalized ritual the first full moon, but then we keep your ritual around, your handprint, your writing, your desires, we keep them around for a few more months and put them in the ritual area and include you in at least 1 or 2 or 3 more full moon rituals for extra power, extra boost. I very rarely even tell people that, but I want to do everything I can to support people. Both telling them, giving them advice, and doing spiritual services that they're not even aware of. But anything and everything I can. Again, hopefully we'll Again, if you're just tuning in or if you're watching this as a recording later on, I am in the middle of doing the personalized rituals for those who bought individual rituals, reading over their wishes, putting their handprint in the ritual circle, and stating and doing the ritual. Davis, Pittsburgh, PA. Glass, great customer, glass, health, strength of the relationship, success of drinks, money, you have the lease payer back. $18,000. Janice Jones. Janice Jones. Covington, Kentucky. Money, health, negativity. Mixed tones. Strength and healthy down. Strength and forward. Irene Orton. Power. No traction. And for all our great customer clients. All right, I've done I've completed the realization section of the ritual. I've done that for every recent buyer, it gets it automatically. I've done that for all past spell buyers from the last several months. And then I've done the individual, here. I've done it for people that wrote in requesting free rituals. Actually, let me Let me do a little bit more here. I forgot this supposed. Only 4 of them left. Let's see. So he gets good jobs, so I then goes on to other people. He's helping good, blood pressure is good, protecting from jealous people who get wrong. All right, I finished all rituals now, the individual ones and the general ones. The realization. At this point, we're going to move to the gratitude. And we just say, on behalf of everybody, we say thank God for our life. Thank the good spirit forces. Thank the saints. Thank the angels. Thank everything we are blessed with. Thank God for our life itself. It's an absolute, even blessing isn't the right word. It's just a gift that we sometimes forget we have the joy of living. And we are very, very grateful and very blessed. And we should always try to strive to rise to being worthy of the life that we've been blessed to have. Again, shifting your thinking, looking at things from a different perspective, surrounding yourself with new people, so on and so forth. The last step is what we call the release. I'm going to take the herbs that I've sprinkled for each person. I'm going to gather up the herbs, and I'm going to go outside under the full moon, and I'm going to release the herbs. And in the same manner that the farmer plants a seed, and then some extent, releases it into God's hands, where the sun and the rain will now nurture and grow that seed. We are doing the same thing here. You relax, we're putting it out in the universe. The universe will provide you with some opportunities and some possibilities. And if you look at it right, you will see those new opportunities and new possibilities. Now, that doesn't mean we let the universe do everything, just as the farmer doesn't let the universe do everything for the farmer's seed. The farmer must still do work on their goal, but to a certain extent, the farmer sits back and relaxes and lets nature take its course. We're going to plant the seed now for your goals, your hopes, your desires to be fulfilled. We're planting that seed in the universe and in your mind, and you should have the confidence that with your work, there's going to be some opportunities that the universe will present for you, or something better. I'm going to gather up all the spiritual tools, put them back in their bag, and then I'm going to go outside with the herbs that I've thrown for everyone. And blessed. Okay? the candle burning while we go outside with yours. I'll be back in a couple of minutes. I just have to release under the full moon. And that completes the ritual. We will be writing to everybody tomorrow who did pay for the ritual, telling them that we completed it. All right. I will blow out the candle now, put everything away, stop the live streaming, and tomorrow, as I said, I'll be writing to everybody, and then next month we will put out all these buyers from this last month. And they don't know it yet, but they will be included in the next month, of course. I thank you. We'll see you at the end of June for the next full moon ritual. I believe that is the 28th or 27th, I think. Thank you. I wish everybody a blessed evening. Good night.